Last week we made the modern hunter star block, and today we are making the traditional hunter star block using a layer cake, which is a 10-inch square. For each block you will need one print, which I am using solid colors, and a background 10-inch square, which I am using white as my background. And in order to complete the hunter star block, you will need 2 prints and 2 background squares, which will yield us 4 blocks. I am just going to stack all of the layer cake squares on top of each other and cut from point to point at a 45-degree line down the center. I will go ahead and separate these two. And next, measure 2.5 inches away from the center and cut out an elongated trapezoid shape out. Now I am going to turn my mat around and once again measure 2.5 inches away from the center and cut. Now we are going to cut out some diamonds. I'm going to measure 2.5 inches away from the edge and cut out a diamond shape. Next, I will repeat on the other side and cut out another diamond shape that is 2.5 inches away on the opposite side. Then I will just repeat these same steps to the other side. Once everything is cut out, go ahead and separate everything by background fabrics and print fabrics. Then you are going to take both corners of the diamonds and switch it with the print corner diamonds. Now all we have to do is just sew everything back together. First off, you're going to take the diamond piece and the trapezoid piece and place them right sides together. Now make sure you have a 1/4 inch dog ears on both sides. That way when you do press your block open, it will be correctly pieced together. And I will be pressing all of my seams to the dark side, which will most likely be my print/solid fabric. Next, you are going to sew the other diamond together. Now go ahead and place right sides together and make sure you have your 1/4 inch dog ears and sew. Lastly, take the triangle piece and with right sides together, place it in the center. Do make sure you have your dog ears sticking out on the side again, and then go ahead and sew. With this step, I will always be pressing the seam to the triangle side, no matter what. Now one side of the block is finished, so now we must repeat the same exact steps to the other side. Also, don't forget to press your seam to the dark side. Once both sides are completed, now we must sew them together. And if you had pressed your seams to the dark side or your print fabrics, you will see that these seams will nestle together nicely. That way, when you do sew them together, you'll just end up with very nice points. Now your block isn't quite yet finished, I highly recommend trimming the blocks down to a 8.5-inch square because when you are sewing your pieces together, you are going to be working with a lot of bias, which this can cause some stretch or like wonkiness in your final block outcome. So trimming the block down to a 8.5-inch square will basically give you a fresh start into sewing the blocks together to create your quilt top. And for my favorite part, layout ideas. Here are a few ideas for you, but last but not least, the actual Hunter Star Block. I do hope you've enjoyed this block series using a layer cake square, but until then, I will see you next time.